Hi there. Hey, quick reminder about next week's special series on Darren Daily, How to Live to be 100 Plus. Think about your grandparents or your parents if you have lost them, like I have lost mine. How much do you wish that they were still alive and with you today? Someone is going to feel that way about you someday. What if you could do something now so that you can be with them? So they can still have your influence in their lives as they will desperately want. In this special series, I'm going to disclose to you the 6 most essential factors to extending your life to 100 plus. There's a lot of new research on the subject. I will simplify it and make it actionable for you. The special multi-series starts next week exclusively on Darren Daily. Get your friends and your family, not your foes, subscribe now before it starts. You won't want them or yourself to miss any of this valuable information. So yesterday we started talking about the axiom. Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted. Yesterday we went through a litany of things people count on to help them be more successful, but in reality are only illusionary metrics that distract and derail would-be achievers from those things that actually count. If you haven't seen yesterday's session, I suggest stopping this one right now and watching that first. There should be a link to that below. Now, as the second half of the axiom goes, not everything counts that can be counted. What I'm going to attempt to do for you here this morning is take those qualitative things that count but can't necessarily be counted and give you a framework and methodology to capture data that can offer you a quantitative edge. Yes, I will attempt to help you count those elusive factors that are otherwise hard to count. And once again, we will address those key factors in both your business and your personal life. Starting with business. Leadership quality. The impact of inspiring leadership cannot be adequately measured by numbers alone, but it fundamentally shapes organizational culture and drives performance. Here's a measurement opportunity. Conduct a 360-degree feedback survey regularly to evaluate your leadership effectiveness. Invest in leadership development programs designed for the dynamics of our modern times, like the hero's journey. Next is employee morale. While employee satisfaction surveys can provide some insight, the true spirit and morale of a team are intangible, but can significantly affect productivity and retention. Here's a measurement. Use engagement surveys and track employee turnover rates. Create initiatives for employee recognition and invest in team building activities. Our business masterclass can help you with that. Next is brand reputation. It's influenced by countless customer interactions and perceptions that are difficult to quantify but are critical for long-term success. Here's a measurement. Analyze customer feedback, social media sentiment, and your net promoter score. Respond to any customer feedback, implement quality control, and engage in community building. Once again, our BMC can help you with those. Innovation potential. The ability of a company to innovate is more than an R&D budget. It involves a mindset that is hard to measure but crucial for growth. Here's a measurement. Track the number of new ideas generated by the percentage of revenue from new products and time spent on innovation. Foster a culture of innovation through hackathons, innovation labs, and encourage entrepreneurship. Next, customer loyalty. Beyond repeat purchases, the emotional loyalty customers feel due to exceptional service or brand affinity is invaluable. Here's a measurement. Look at customer retention rates, customer lifetime value, the frequency of repeat purchases. Personalize customer experiences and create loyalty programs that reward repeat business. You can learn all that also at our BMC. Market positioning. The perception of a company's position within a market is shaped by qualitative factors that go beyond sheer market share percentages. Here's a measurement. Use brand perception surveys and benchmark against competitors. Strengthen marketing strategies and tailor them to a unique selling proposition of the company. You can gain that also at our BMC. Intellectual capital. Now, while patents can be counted, the tacit knowledge or innovative capabilities of employees are intangible assets. Here's how you can measure it. Measure the number of training programs completed by you and your team. Implement continuous learning. Invest in training development programs and encourage knowledge sharing. We have all the resources for you to do that, of course. And next is adaptability. The ability to pivot and adapt to changing markets is vital, but difficult to measure until after the fact. Here's how you can measure it. Track how quickly new products are brought to market and the number of successful product pivots. Promote a flexible workplace culture and invest in training that enhances employees' ability to handle change. Now, in your personal life, remember, Quantifying inherently qualitative aspects of human experience is complex and can be controversial, as numerical values can't fully capture the depth of these experiences. However, for the purposes of self-improvement, there are ways to approach these factors with a quantitative mindset. Love. The depth and quality of love experienced in relationships are profoundly important, but often defy quantification. Here's how you can measure it. Measure the frequency of positive interactions versus negative ones throughout your day. Set goals for quality time and acts of love language expressed weekly. Happiness. One's level of happiness or well-being is subjective, but here's how you can measure it. Measure the quality of your mood on a scale of 1 to 10 on a daily basis. Incorporate activities known to boost your happiness, such as exercise, learning, meditation, socializing, whatever works for you. Wisdom. Acquired through experience and introspection, wisdom is a personal asset that is invaluable and seemingly immeasurable. Here's how you might measure it. Reflective journals and constructive feedback and advice from peers and mentors can offer insights into wise actions and thoughts. Engage in daily reflective practices. Seek valuable advice. Engage in new experiences to enhance perspective taking. Mental health. While there are clinical assessments, the day-to-day fluctuations and nuances of one's mental health are not often quantifiable. Here's how you might measure it. Self-assess your mental health and happiness on a scale of 1 to 10 daily. Monitor your sleep, your exercise, your mindfulness practice with the goal of improving scores over time. Your life balance. The equilibrium between various aspects of life is essential for personal satisfaction, but isn't something you can numerically score. Here's how you might. Self-assess on time spent in various life domains. Allocate time deliberately across different areas of life and track your adherence. Your personal growth. Progress in personal development and self-improvement is a non-quantifiable factor that greatly impacts the quality of your life. Here's how you might measure it. Set specific personal development goals and track your progress towards them. Pursue new learning opportunities and always do your Darren Daily in the morning to kickstart your day. Creativity. This innate capability is vital for problem solving and joy in life, yet it is something most objectively can't qualify. Here's how you might. Track the number of new ideas, creative projects initiated, and new experiments run. Dedicate time to creative endeavors and measure the time spent actively engaging in the creative process. Your resilience, the capacity to recover from difficulties, is a qualitative factor that significantly contributes to one's success and well-being. Here's how you might measure it. Track how long it takes for you to get back up from being knocked down. What might start out as 2 weeks can become 2 days, then 2 hours, then 20 minutes. Stop giving a fudgesicle. It's all a game. None of this really matters anyway. Just like you don't even know the names, let alone care about, your own ancestral lineage only 3 or 4 generations back, of which you can't even recall or know their names. 3 or 4 generations in your own family won't know or care about you or your life either. And when it all comes to other people, realize that other people around you every day care less about you than you think. They are only trying to fit in, protect, or prove themselves. Any conflicts are never about you. It's always about them. Feel empathy for their pity rather than catering to the hater. In wrapping up here, the adage, not everything that counts can be counted, suggests that the most critical aspects of life and success are often beyond the scope of metrics. Yet, in our exploration, we've discovered that applying a structured approach to these elusive factors can provide a substantial edge. By devising methods to measure love, happiness, wisdom, and more, we gain deeper insights into our own personal and professional growth, allowing for a strategic advantage in cultivating these crucial elements, helping you live the life that you were meant to live. So, which of these will you start measuring, monitoring, and improving starting today? Make some notes in your Darren Daily Journal and then share that with us in the comments below.